Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 3 of What If Naruto Was a Genius Prodigy with a Lost Bloodline. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Dreamed to Surpass the Gods over on Anime King 3 and enjoy that guys. And over Anime King 2, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto Was the God of Space, Time, and Will. So go ahead and enjoy that, guys. And also, remember for new, yes, I indeed have 3 channels on Making and Making 2 and Making 3, which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. Yes, every single day, guys. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Making family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking back to all of you. And also turn on bell notifications, stay posted. So without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last time we left off, the two mothers rushed outside when they saw the massive inferno as Itachi and Naruto released the inferno as they started to clash. Both boys were smiling their hearts out as they were happy. The battle awakening something inside of them, a rivalry, as they clashed against one another rather vigorously. As Jiraiya stood there with a proud smile on his face as he watched them, as this was going to incite a rather healthy rivalry between them. So with that, it was time for Naruto to finally enter the academy, arriving there, as his father was there as well. Minato had spoken to the member of the council. The thing was, as he underestimated the inner workings of the seal was too powerful because it was a 4-pointed seal by the top Kage level shinobis, with him, Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Hiruzen. It was too powerful. That mean his son will not have any of the Kyuubi's traits, and he will not get any of the benefits from being a Jinchuriki, like the quick heal and anything of that. So what you want to do was split the Kyuubi in half, as Gonzo told him about the hidden grass, as they wanted to become an ally with Konoha, and if they could offer them a suitable host. More than that, the girl, she was a Uzumaki. So with that, some time passed. Kushina had another child, not just her though, Mikoto, as they have other kids. So with that, it was finally time for Naruto to take part in the academy. As on the first day, him and Itachi made their way there. They met friends, as they spoke to several different people. By the end of the day, they said goodbye to a lot of them, as the two of them made friends rather quickly, as it seems like Yujiro had a crush on Itachi already. So with that, the time went by, until they get a new classmate. Her name was Karen Uzumaki, as Naruto was surprised by that. She was rather nervous though, like really nervous, as Naruto noticed. He tried to approach her calmly, but she was still really nervous about everything else. So he just let her be for now. With that, Naruto and Itachi continued to train, as both boys were excelling faster than anyone else. The only person that you could say were excelling as well was Yujiro. She was also powerful as well, as the boys knew that he would not last long in the academy. So with that, Naruto made his way home as he saw Karen there. She didn't know that his mother was Kushina, as she was surprised, as she said that he looked rather girly. As Kushina told the both of them to go and wash up, as she had this parenting thing down. Time passed as it was finally time. After 1 year, Naruto was going to leave the academy along with Itachi and Yujiro, as the 3 of them were going to be placed on one team. As they met their sensei, it was Rin. Rin was going to be their sensei, as Naruto was surprised by that, and also happy. When he came home that night though, everyone was there, as he got gifts from all of his family members. Minato told him that the swift release, his body needs to develop first before they start to work on that, because the strain that he can put on his muscles would be harmful for him in the future if he did not allow his body time to develop. His brother and sister made him a card as they wished him good luck, and they gave him a necklace as Naruto felt more than loved. By all of them wishing him good luck, saying that he was going to be a wonderful shinobi, as he was grateful to each and every one of them, as he thanked them all from the bottom of his heart. So yeah guys, that's basically that's where I left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. And also guys, remember to go ahead and check out What If Naruto Dreamed to Surpass the Gods on Anime King 3. And also guys, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto had space, time, and will. So go ahead and enjoy that guys. Over Anime King 2, yes, I need have 3 channels, so go ahead and check them out and enjoy. But without further ado, what do you say we begin this new episode? Let's get right into it guys. Naruto tied his forehead protector around his forehead. Today is the day, he said, as he ran down the stairs. Good morning, sweetheart, said Kushina as Naruto sat down. Your brother and sister aren't up yet, so you get extra, she said, as she handed him a plate and a glass of orange juice, as Naruto quickly ate. Minato placed a hand on his shoulder as he came in the room. Good luck, he said, as he walked over and kissed Kushina on the cheek. Have a good day, sweetheart, he said. You too, darling, she said. You better get going, Naruto-chan, said Kushina. Naruto nodded as he drank the last of his orange juice. Alright, I'm ready. See you guys later, he says. He ran out the door. Minato-kun, they grew up too fast, said Kushina, as she watched her firstborn run off. Well, it can't be helped, he said, with a small chuckle, as he placed his arms around his wife. It seems like only yesterday, when he begged me to read him books on chakra, and when we went for walks in the parks, and I bought him ramen and ice cream, she said, a few tears running down her face, as Minato chuckled once again. It isn't funny, she said, crossing her arms. Kushina-chan, he said, as he wrapped his arms around her once again. They all have to grow up sometime. They can't stay babies forever, as he gave her a kiss on the cheek. I guess, but I don't have to like it, you know, she said with a sigh. That's alright, he said. I'll be home for lunch, he said, as he walked away waving goodbye. As she said goodbye with a sigh, they really grew up so fast, as she thought about the other two, growing up as quickly as well. It made her sad, but he was right. They have to grow up eventually, but that didn't mean she have to like it. Meanwhile, as Naruto's hands were behind his head, as he walked and arrived at Training Ground 10, Yuji and Itachi were already there, as Yuji was practicing narcotas, as Itachi was meditating under a tree, their new forehead protectors glistening under the sun. Hi Naruto, said Yuji with a smile. Good morning, Yuji. Hi Itachi, said Naruto. Good morning, Itachi said, as he opened his eyes to reveal his Sharingan. Well, you're all here, said Rin, as she appeared in front of them with a smile. So, Sensei, what's the mission, said Yuji, as she was happy. Well, your mission are these, as she held out 2 bells attached with red strings. What exactly do we need to do with those bells, Itachi asked. You have to take them from me, she said with a smile. But there are only 2 of them, said Naruto. You're right on that, she said, which means that only 2 will pass. The other will hand me their forehead protector, and they will be sent back to the academy with disgrace. Naruto's eyes widened, as he thought about his younger brother and sister when they gave him the present. His hand reached up as he touched the headband. No, he couldn't go back, as they had given him their gift knowing that he would become a ninja of the village. He couldn't afford to go back. I can't lose. Wait, if one of us gets sent back to the academy, that means the other 2 will not make Genin. There were no other graduates of this year, and Konoha had teams operating a 3-man cell with 1 Jonin Sensei, which means there's a catch. But what, said Naruto as he narrowed his gaze. She pulled out a small alarm clock from her back pocket. As she pushed the button and placed on top of a rock, she smiled sweetly, as her eyes then became serious. It is set to noon. The student who is weakest in my eyes won't get any lunch. Unless of course 2 of you get the bells. Then the one that does not get one will fail automatically. As she narrowed her gaze as the 3 of them tense. Come at me with the intent to kill. Otherwise, you won't be able to take it from me, she said. The test starts in 5, 4, Itachi's Sharingan started to spin. 3, 2. As Yujiro placed her hand in her holster at the side of her leg. 1. As Naruto tightened his gloves around his hands. Begin, she said as all three of them scattered. Well, they suppressed their chakra very well, she said to herself. As Yujiro hid behind a tree, Naruto and Itachi were stationed at a different section of the forest. Yujiro and Naruto tensed as both of them were pulled into a mindscape. Genjutsu, said Naruto. As Itachi and Yujiro appeared. You cast a genjutsu on me when I said hello. As Naruto chuckled. What for, he asked. The both of you realize that this test is more than it seems. We are Team 7 now, there is no way that she would declare us a team and then disband us, Itachi said. Also, there is no way that newly graduated Genins will be able to defeat a seasonal Jonin, said Yujiro. Bells aside, what do you think she's really testing, Naruto asked. Well, I believe what Yujiro said is true. There is no way that we can defeat her, so beating her is out of the equation, and there's only 2 bells. Then what is the objective, asked Yujiro. Naruto snapped his finger. She's testing our teamwork, he said. If there are only 2 bells, that is surely to discourage teamwork between us. But if we ignore the bells and work together, then we will pass. As both Naruto and Itachi looked at each other. Kata on combo, the both of them said. Yujiro, back us up with some Earth Jutsu, said Naruto. As she nodded. Alright, let's go, said Naruto. As they were released from the Genjutsu, Itachi and Naruto went through hand signs. As they threw multiple shurikens through the 3 canopy, as they covered them with fire jutsu, rain was surrounded on each end. She sweat dropped. They all figured out the purpose of this test so fast. I knew these kids would be little monsters, but even our team didn't figure out the purpose until after lunch. She looked down to see 2 hands grab her ankles. Good teamwork. She disappeared in a burst of speed as Yujiro tunneled on the ground. The field was bombarded with flaming shuriken as rain landed on the other side. As Naruto appeared behind her and tried to strike her with a right punch. Without looking, she caught it. That punch had some power, she said, as she analyzed his skills. Chakra-infused kunai hurtled towards them. It's just a clone, she thought, as she gracefully vaulted the clone, allowing it to take the hit. The real Naruto appeared above her as he flipped backward, attempting to kick her. She caught his foot, he channeled wind chakra into it, propelling his body forward as he reached out and touched the bells. Not bad. She thought that she Shunshin away. She can use the Shunshin while battling? That's insane, Naruto thought as he flipped back towards his teammates. Can you sense her? Asked Itachi. As Yujiro closed her eyes and made the wrong sign. Behind the rock, she whispered, as she made a gesture with her head. As Itachi launched shurikens towards the rock, ninja wire attached to them. They wrapped around the rock rather swiftly. He flashed you hand sign, fire style. A whirlwind of flames erupted from his mouth as he rushed up the fire and enveloped the rock. Well, trying to set your Jonin Sensei on fire, that isn't very nice, she said, as she appeared behind them. She is toying with us, said Naruto. But it doesn't matter. We aren't trying to beat her, just prove to her that we can work together as a team. As rain flashed through hand signs, water style, as she blew out a torrent of water, the 3 of them were sent sailing towards different directions. As Yujiro rolled and came to a stop as she hid behind the tree. Panting a bit, she separated us. If I eat a little something now, maybe I can get a jump on her while she's eating lunch. As she pulled out a little package, crackers, as she munched on them quietly, so no one would hear her. Well. Insubordination, said Rin as she hung above Yujiro on the branch. It wasn't a rule, you didn't say anything about when we had to eat lunch, said Yujiro. You're right, but I'm in charge and I make the rules. What makes you special than the other 2? Well, I'm not, she said. Right, and if my rules apply to everyone, that means you all have to follow them, correct? Right, she said. Good. Then we have an understanding, as she clapped her hands. Moments later, this is ridiculous, said Yujiro, as she was tied to a post. As her stomach was grumbling, it was empty. She blushed in embarrassment, as Naruto chuckled softly. This isn't funny, Namikaze. I'm being punished for breaking a rule I didn't know exists, she said. Right, but it does exist. So I'm off to enjoy lunch, said Rin, as she teleported. See you guys in an hour. That was her final words. She's so strong, said Naruto, as he took a bite of his bento. Yeah, no kidding. She's more than worthy for her rank as a Jonin, said Itachi. As Yuji's stomach grumbled. Damn it, she said as she blushed once again in embarrassment. As Naruto chuckled. This isn't funny, she yelled. Here, said Itachi. As he held his bento towards her. What? I can't eat. It's against the rules. True, said Naruto as he held up his lunch. But, we are a team now. That means, we have to look out for one another. And if you're hungry, you won't be able to fight your best. So eat, he said. As she reached out, a ring of fire appeared on the three of them. How dare you, said Rin. Her face, like thunder. Sensei. As Yuji squirmed against a rope around her. I just have one thing to say to you all. You all pass. The ring of fire vanished instantly. The three Genin in shock at the power display, waiting for her to explain. It's true that you broke the rules. And while those who broke the rules are regarded as scum, but those who abandon their friends are even worse than scum, she explained. You all did great. You grasped the concept of the test rather quickly, and for that I commend you. You three will make a wonderful team, she said, as they all smiled hearing that. Time skip. Alright, Loud Purple. Are you in position? This is Sexy Sensei. Do you read? Over. A girl could be heard. Yes. This is Loud Purple. I'm in position. The voice came over the intercom. Good. Ruby Red Eyes, do you read? I'm bringing up the rear, said Sexy Sensei. An uncomfortable cough could be heard over the radios. Yes. I'm where I'm supposed to be, as he coughed once again. Now Girly Blonde, are you above the target? Asked Sexy Sensei. Yes. This is Girly Blonde. I'm above the target, Sexy Sensei, he said. Good. On my signal you move in and restrain the target. Now, move in, she said. The three of them rushed in. Got you. Hey, quit squirming. Rin giggled as she watched Naruto held the target up in the air. The target was the daimyo's cat, the wife. Daimyo's wife cat, Tora. He had plagued the Genin teams in Konoha for a few years now. Team 7 was no different as Naruto was now learning. The cat clawed at him violently. Put him in a cage and let's report in, she said. As the cat was literally fighting not to go in there. This is ridiculous. Just throw him in there, said Yujeo. Hold up. I'll hypnotize it, said Itachi. As Naruto lifted the cat up, as Itachi's Sharingan started to spin, the cat calmed down as it jumped out of Naruto's arms and walked into the cage. Now, was that hard, said Rin. As the three of them looked towards her and groaned as they fell backwards. Time skip. Team 7 reporting in from another D-rank mission, said Rin, cheerfully. So I take it the mission was a success, said Minato as he sat down next to the other mission managers of the Leaf. The three Genins grumbled as Naruto placed the cat carrier on the decks with a tired look. Well, looky here, Tora-chan. Nice of you to join us again, said Minato with a smile. The cat meowed happily as Minato released him out of the cage. The three Genins tensed at that. Hokage-sama, you have no idea how long it took us to catch that thing, said Itachi. Don't worry, Itachi. Tora is a friendly cat, said Minato. Minato scratched his head as the cat purred. That thing actually likes someone, said Yujeo. We've gotten to know each other over the years, said Minato, as he chuckled a bit. If that's true, then he must escape regularly. Why does he run away, said Naruto. Well, as someone burst inside, a rather large woman, as she rushed over toward the table. Tora-chan, I'm so glad that you're safe. It was the wife of the daimyo, as she picked the cat up and wrapped it up in a tight grip. As Naruto smirked, seeing the cat struggling to escape. Serve you right, Naruto thought to himself. A pleasure doing business, Minato-chan's wife said, as she left with the cat in tow. So that's how it is. You used Tora as a cash cow, said Naruto. Yep, said Minato as he counted the money. I got to admit, that's pretty clever, said Yujiro. Well, Team 7, said Minato as he held up a stack of a D-rank missions. You can paint a fence, walk a few dogs, weed a few gardens. As he couldn't help but smile at the vain task that he was giving them. Actually, Hokage-sama, said Rin. Yes, Rin-chan, said Minato. I believe that my team is ready for a C-rank mission, she said with nothing but confidence. Oh? Are you sure about that? One of the Chunins asked. 100%, without a doubt. Very well, said Minato, as he rummaged through the latest C-rank missions. This one came yesterday, and I believe it's of great importance. Escort mission, he said as he tossed. Ran the scroll as she opened it. Interesting, she said. I will brief my team later. We accept Hokage-sama. As she bowed. Good. The client will be waiting for you in the port town mentioned in the land of waterfalls. From there you will be heading to the location that briefed, said Minato. Rin nodded. The mission is about 3 weeks, so remember to pack. Oh, and pack warm. Time skip. You're letting him go on a C-rank mission so soon. He's only been at Genin for a month, Kushina shouted. The Namikaze household was never quiet, as Karen would soon learn. As she watched a one-sided argument unfold from the coach, she was attempting to finish her homework and asked Minato for help. He was happy to help her, then Kushina burst in, hearing from Mikoto that Naruto team will be going on a C-rank mission. Naruto flipped over the coach and sat next to Karen. What's going on, he said, as he was in his casual clothing. He also didn't wear his headband. Oh, Naruto, when did you get home? Asked Karen. About half an hour ago. Seems like you beat me home. Lucky you. I wouldn't get so cocky. They're arguing about you. Naruto Namikaze. Naruto jumped as he heard his mother's voice. She did not even use a chan suffix, and not to mention she used his full name. Wait, your middle name is Riku? Said Karen. Yeah, said Naruto. Do you mean to tell me that only after a month of being a genin, you're gonna go on a dangerous secret mission? As Naruto nodded. I know you're a genius, Naruto-chan, but your progression is so fast, she said. You're only 8 years old. Almost 9 and you're already going out on missions. You could get hurt or worse, she said. I won't, he said. And how could you know something like that, said Kushina. Because I have comrades who I trusted my life without question, said Naruto. She smiled. You're so much like your father, she said. Hi, big brother, said Ran, as he walked in and sat on the other couch. Hi, said Naruto with a smile. What you doing, he asked. Oh, nothing. Oh, Karen. The answer is 32, said Naruto, as Naruto jumped to avoid the swipe from her. Damn it. I hate how he's smarter than me, she said. Big brother isn't that smart. I'm way smarter than him, Ren said confidently. Ren, you're 3, and your bark is a lot bigger than your bite, said Karen. What's that mean, he asked. Point taken, she said. She adjusted her glasses. The next morning, at 5, as Team 7 was packed and ready. Why do we have to get up so early? Yujiro said with a yawn. Because Hokage-sama orders to, and daylight is important, so let's head out, said Rin. Where are we going? Asked Naruto. To the land of snow, said Rin, as Izumon Kadetsu waved to them, as they made their way. You say that you've been there before, so what's it like? Asked Yujiro. Well, there's no spring there, so it's cold all time around. And you're gonna meet a lot of different people there. They don't have a climate to grow any fruits or vegetables, so they trade from a lot of different lands. So you're gonna see a lot of people there. And there is also a hierarchy there, but I'm not sure who's in charge at the moment. As they walked down the path, Naruto smiled. What's so funny? Asked Itachi. Aren't you excited? Said Naruto, as Itachi smiled back. I guess I am, although we must exercise caution, Itachi said. Would you lighten up once in a while? Jeez, said Yujiro. Now, Yujiro, Itachi's right. We must exude caution. If we don't, we might run into unnecessary trouble, Rin said with a smile. But if you don't enjoy what you do, then what's the point, said Naruto with a small chuckle. That's very true, kiddo, she said. But I think you enjoy being a ninja if you're alive, she said. Yeah, you're right about that, said Naruto. A week later, Team 7 had made their way to the border of Take 2 days ago. The climate was cooler than Land of Fire. The sun rose over the small camp that Team 7 had made in the forest. Sensei, we could have got to the border a few days ago if we would have been running, said Yujiro. That's true, said Rin, as she emerged from her sleeping bag and stretched out the kinks in her neck. But you need to learn how to be patient. And besides, kid, we aren't scheduled to be in Azure Town for at least another day and a half. So we have time to kill. But we could have made it there and slept in the hotel, said Yujiro. Well, consider this a lesson. On covered mission, you won't see any civilization, unless it's an infiltration mission or an assassination mission. The more you sleep outside, the more you're gonna get used to it. Besides, I don't hear the boys complaining, as both boys are wrapped up warmly in their sleeping bag, unaware of their teammates' stress and sore back. Yujiro growled as she went through hand sign, water style, as she spat small amount of water at both of their face. They shot up instantly. as the water dripped off them. As she started to chuckle, as Rin laughed at the boys. "What's the matter with you?" said Naruto. "That was uncalled for," said Itachi as he rubbed his eyes. "I thought it was funny," said Rin. "Now come on, get up, get dressed." As Naruto stretched. "Great night's sleep," he said. "I have to agree," said Itachi. "Hey, Yujiro, you don't look so well there," said Naruto. "Are you okay?" "Did you get sick?" he asked. "I'm perfectly fine, I'm lucky. That being a moron is not contagious," she said, as she stormed off into the forest. "Hey, what's her problem?" "Well, Naruto-kun," said Rin. "You won't understand, so don't bother," she said, as she put on her flap jacket. "I am rather unsure on what I have to understand." A paper bomb explosion went off in the direction that Yujiro went off in. "Boys," said Rin as she moved off towards the explosion, as both of them followed after her. Meanwhile, Yujiro flipped back several times as she landed. When she arrived to wash her face, 3 bandits arrived, and they tried to ambush her. They were dressed in tattered clothing and shinobi boots. They had a slash run across a waterfall symbol on their forehead, showing that they were missing names. "Give us your money, little girl," the leader yelled. As they moved in towards her, Rin flashed right in front of Yujiro, as she delivered a swift kick to the one in the center. The one to the left flipped away, as the other one to the right turned to attack Rin from behind. But she didn't even move as metal connected against metal. As Naruto Tonto blocked the kunai, Itachi appeared behind the other bandit and kicked his knee, as he fell to the ground in pain. He then knocked him out with a punch right to the cranium. Naruto ducked under the bandit's strike, as he fisted him right in the gut. The man staggered back in pain as a purple blur rushed past Naruto and kicked the man right in the nuts. The bandit screamed as Naruto winced at that. "That's just not right," said Naruto, as he shook his head, only for the bandit to go up in smoke. I let my guard down. His eyes widened. He ducked though, as a slash almost took his head off. The bandit charged back in, but Rin appeared and grabbed his wrists. As she slashed, Naruto stood there, shocked as blood splashed on him. As Rin tied up the others. "Please, we're just lowly bandits. Don't kill us," they pleaded. "Nobody else need to die," she said. "Just go somewhere else and make an honest living. Give up on this life," she said in a tone that none of the Genins have ever heard before. Time skip. A day later, the Genin team finally arrived, as they had just witnessed death. They were 8 years old after all. It was not a common sight. "Are you all alright?" Rin asked. "I'm fine, Sensei," said Yujiro. "That's not what I meant. I've already checked you all over for injuries." "I guess I'm shocked," said Itachi. "This is a reality that all shinobis must come to grip with. We carry out the act of killing when needed. Some are twisted and do it for fun. If you can't deal with this reality then, we might as well go home now," she said. "It's not death I'm afraid of," said Yujiro. "It's being the cause of someone else's." As she looked down towards her shoes, "I know that all that comes with death and being a shinobi is something that we will come to be in contact with. The best thing we can do is just accept it," said Naruto as he rubbed his arm, the spot where the blood had landed on. "It'd get easier, trust me," she said, as she turned around to all of them. "Okay, we have to meet our client in an hour or so. I will go and track them down. I will send a clone to come and get you all. Stick together and stay out of trouble," she said, as she sunshine away. "What should we do now?" said Yujiro. "I hear there's a ramen stand that specializes in all type of fish-like ramen," said Naruto. "I could eat," said Itachi, as they looked towards Yujiro. "Oh damn it. Peer pressure. Alright," she said. "Lead the way," as Naruto walked off with them behind him. An hour later. "Oh man, that ramen was amazing," said Naruto, as he rubbed his stomach. "It was okay. Fish really isn't my thing," said Yujiro, as Itachi smiled happily, as they walked through the streets. "Hey guys, do you think you'll be able to do it?" Yujiro asked. "Do what?" said Naruto. "Kill someone," as Naruto chuckled. "What's funny?" she asked. "You worry too much, you know." "How can you be so calm?" she asked. "Because I know without a doubt, if someone threatened my friends, I wouldn't hesitate." "We may only be 8 years old, but we signed up to be ninjas," said Naruto, as Itachi smiled at that. "Do you feel reassured now?" he asked. "I guess so," she said. "Cheer up, don't look so down. You gotta look up. They had to leap out of the way as a young woman riding a horse at top speed barreled past them. Moments later, a group of samurais raced after her. Hey, isn't that Princess Gale from the film? Asked Yujiro. Yeah, it is, said Itachi as they turned. As Naruto was gone, Yujiro sighed. He can't help himself, as Itachi just chuckled as the two follow after him. The princess was racing through the street as one of the samurais went left to try to corner her on the other side. As Naruto was above as he flipped and leaped over the numerous advertisements as he raced after her. She took a turn as the samurai cut her off. As he was holding a net, a kunai flew from above, slashing the net, as the last kunai had a smoke bomb attached to it. The princess took her chance and raced right through the smoke as Naruto jumped and kicked, knocking out the samurai. As he left behind the group of coughing samurai, another group appeared as they rushed through the smoke. There was a lot of them. Stop her quickly, ordered the only horseman dressed in a normal attire as he wore glasses and he had a ponytail. As they threw a bottle of oils. As the horse slipped, the samurais leaped on top of her. But when she came out of it, it revealed that it was none other than Yujiro. A transformation? One of the samurai said. Itachi appeared behind the guy with the glasses and knocked him out with a simple chop to the neck. Yujiro flashed through hands as she made the snake stand in the end. As she brought her hands together, the earth split into sections, trapping the samurais in a small opening. A loud sigh could be heard from above. They looked up to see their sensei. What do you both think you're doing? She said, as she jumped down, as she appeared beside the man in the glasses. This is a client that hired us, she said, as Itachi and Yujiro looked at each other. Meanwhile, so you're the famous actress, huh? Said Naruto, as he walked with the princess. Yes. Now stop following me, you little twerp, she said, as she marched ahead. For a princess, you aren't pleasant, you know that, right? Said Naruto. What is it to you? Now leave me alone, she said. Jeez. You know what they say about never meeting your heroes. As he turned his back and started to walk away with a sigh. Moments later, our mission is to escort Yuki Fujikage, the actress best known as Princess Gale from the movies, The Land of Snow, said Rin, as they were on the movie set. The next movie is going to be shot abroad, which we're all really excited about, the director said. It seemed strange to go so far for just a few scenes, Itachi said. I really like the movie, ignore him. He often gets up on the wrong side of bed, said Yujiro. Your lead actress is a bit of a renegade if you ask me, said Rin. Sorry about that, man, Yuki assistant said. I'll tell you what though, you leaf ninjas are something else. Taking out those stunt men. Those were some pretty big guys, he said with a chuckle. Oh well, thank you, said Rin. You didn't do anything, said Yujiro. I did train you, she said with a laugh. Not very long, said Yujiro. Where's Naruto? Yujiro said. She looked around. He hasn't come back since we chased those guards. Oh, he'll be along, said Rin. What if he's missing, said Yujiro. He'll be fine. Have some faith in your teammates. Meanwhile, Yuki drank another shot of sake as she just sat at the bar, as she poured herself another drink. Hey, sweetheart, you looking for a good time? She turned to see a rather large man as he placed his hand on her shoulder. His breath was laced with alcohol. There was a few nuts in his beard that he was eating right at the bar. Me, have sex with you? She laughed bitterly. Not in a million years, she said. Now piss off, I'm trying to drink, as she brushed his hand off. Come on, he said. You don't know what you'll be missing out on, he said. Please, spare me. I would rather throw myself off a cliff. Okay, then I'm not asking anymore. You're coming with me, he said with a laugh. I don't think so, she said. Hey, listen here, he was chopped in the neck as he collapsed to the ground. So this is what you do in your spare time. Wallow in the miserable life that comes with being a movie star. You're a bit sad if you ask me. Look, brat, I told you, stop following me. No, you look. Because you're acting like a brat now, he says. He crossed his arms. I can tell you that you already had enough sake. It took me a few hours to find you because I don't know this town very well. I'll take you somewhere safe where you can sleep this off if you want. As he held out his hand, she pushed his hand away but she fell off her seat as Naruto caught her. Are you finished? Shut it, brat. I can't believe you stalked me. I didn't stalk you, I just want to make sure that you were okay. She snorted in annoyance. That's quite enough now, said a voice. As Naruto turned, Rin Sensei, he said. As the rest of Team 7 plus Sandio were behind them. So this is where you ran off to, Naruto-kun. And I see that you met our princess here. As Naruto sighed and nodded. Sandio, what the hell do you want? Said Yuki. Well, he said, clearing his throat. We are leaving for the land of snow. Well, you can go ahead because I'm not going, she said. Seeing that I'm quitting the whole movie thing. As Itachi placed the stool back up. As Naruto placed her back on it. But it's not a big deal, okay, she said, cutting him off. The lead role changed from sequel to sequel. So it's no biggie. Rin made the hand sign and tapped her on the shoulder. She collapsed as Sandio caught her. Well, that's enough of that. Good job, Naruto. As Naruto looked confused by her words. Time skip, they were all wearing cloaks as the air had become incredibly cold the closer they got. As Naruto wore the scarf that his mother made him. Rin was wearing pants now as she discarded her miniskirt. I can't believe I have to deal with her. For a few more weeks, said Naruto as he groaned a bit. Well, it is our mission. So we have no choice, Itachi said. Quit complaining. We're out of the village, aren't we? Said Yujiro. Everyone, stop the boat! Ordered the director. What is it, sir? We're about to navigate away from this block of ice. We're shooting here. Just look at the place. It's begging to shoot the scene here. Let's dock right here for the moment. As they came off the ship, it was like she was a different person completely. As she was acting rather amazing. Until there was an explosion. That's not a part of the movie. Welcome, friends, to the land of snow. As a man clad in a strange armor appeared, he had long purple hair that ran down to his back. You, she growled. Well, how nice it is for you to return back home, Princess Koyuki. Another female appeared in the scene as she was wearing similar armor. Princess Koyuki? Rin said in surprise, as she looked towards the princess. As another large man skating on some kind of board said as he came to a stop. The princess has returned home, he said. You three, protect Yuki, Rin ordered, as she got affirmative nods. Fubuki, Mizurai, handle the princess, said Nidori, as he jumped off the platform. Rin jumped on an ice pillar that was in front of him. It's been quite a long time, old friend. I hope you did not miss me too much, he said to her. Didn't I set you on fire the last time we fought? She said with a scowl, as they both start to leap up and attack each other. Get back to the ship, princess! Princess! But Yuki just stood there, unmoving, unblinking. As the snowboard ninja came sailing down, as Naruto rushed forward, he thrust the gauntlet on his arm towards Naruto. As Naruto tilted his head in confusion, his movements, they're so slow. As he flipped over the man and landed, he launched 3 shurikens towards him, but the man deflected them with his gauntlet. Hayaton, Itachi had to leap away from a blizzard that erupted from the kunoichi as he hurled a massive fireball towards her. She released a colony of strange, frozen birds as they slammed into his fireball. The two techniques cancel each other out. This kid is good, she thought. She slammed both palms in the ground. Massive pillar of ice rose up towards Itachi to pierce right through him. Itachi released a ball of fire that destroyed all the pillars. The ice shot up and split the fireball into 2. Keep the cameras rolling, the director ordered, showing the resolve of filmmakers. Yuki, you need to go now, Yujiro shouted at her. Princess, said Sandio. I don't care if I die. I won't go back, she said. You're mine, girl. As the ninja raced towards her on his snowboard, Naruto appeared beside him and struck him across the face. It can't be helped, Yujiro. Pick her up and get her out of here. As Yujiro nodded and picked up Koyuki as she started to struggle. But Yujiro simply threw her over her shoulder. Struggle as she might, she couldn't get out of her grip as she ran towards the ship where Sandio was. Get out of my way, brat! As the man thrust his gauntlet towards Naruto. Naruto turned towards as he saw it coming, as he tilted his head and ducked under the thing, before he flipped and landed right on it. He kneed the man right in the face as the man staggered back. But he brought both of his hands down and slammed the ground, cracking it, as Naruto flicked away. Hayaton, he said. Shockro, as he slammed his hands down once again. There was a colossal shockwave that tore apart everything as Naruto slipped on the ice. Naruto ran out. She flashed through hands and she created a fire dragon that cancelled the shockwave. As she rushed over towards him, "Are you alright?" "Yeah, I'm fine. But Sensei, they're armors." "I know. It's chakra armor. It used to be pretty pathetic. So you do remember me, Rin. After you defeated me last time, I went through some modifications." He flashed through hand signs. "Hayaton!" As a giant appeared out of the mountain, Rin grabbed Naruto and Sunshine away. "Where are you going, Rin? We aren't finished yet," he yelled. As Itachi disappeared from sight, the female ninja cursed Genjutsu. As she had to move, the armor wings exploded from her back as she flew in the air, dodging the fireball that almost cooked her alive. As Itachi watched her keenly, "She's pretty good using that armor," he thought to himself. Rin landed next to Itachi. "You two, get everyone out of here." The both of them nodded and started to make the people get on the ship. "I said we aren't finished yet." As the man created a massive, giant whale as it leaped over. It came down with so much force. When it dived back down, the ice was decimated. Not bad, but not good enough. She flashed through hand signs as she held her arm above her. A sizable ball of fire appeared right in her palm as it started to rotate. "Fire? In a field of ice? You think that will stop me?" As Nadori chuckled and went through hand signs, another massive whale appeared. "Beat you? Oh, I don't need to beat you," she said with a smirk. The fire shot forward and destroyed the white whale as it burst into a shroud of steam. "She played me," he said with a chuckle, as the steam filled the entire area. As she got on the ship along with the Genins, as Nadori frowned. By the time the smoke cleared away, they were all gone. But they were going back towards the land of snow, so he was sure that they were going to meet again. As he smirked to himself, Rin had looked towards Sandeo. He will explain once they were safe away. "Are you guys alright?" she asked. "Alright, but the constant threat of death is something I'll have to get used to," said Naruto. "I mean, how do you deal with the hatred?" As the other two were curious as well. "Well, Naruto asked 2 questions. A ninja hate for another is different than hating a shinobi for being your enemy." The 3 Genins looked confused by her words. If a ninja kill a fellow comrade, then we ultimately harbor hatred in our heart for that fellow enemy ninja. But the hatred you felt for those ninja was different. They threaten your friends, so you wish to protect what is precious to you. However, in this case, those ninjas feel nothing like this for you. They are simply hired shinobi who sell their services for money. People that kill for the fun of it. We take the same missions, but rest assured, we are nothing like them, she said. As Itachi sighed, "I guess it's something we'll have to confront head on, together as Team 7, he said. "I like the way you think, Itachi," she said as she clapped him on the shoulder. "You're right, the minor details doesn't really matter," said Yujiro. She held out her pinky. "Team 7. "What does that mean?" Itachi asked. "It means that we promise to protect each other as members of Team 7. "Alright," said Naruto as he took her pinky. They turned towards Itachi. "Come on, Itachi, Team 7. Itachi blushed in embarrassment, but he held out his pinky as they all locked their pinkies together. "Team 7, they said. As Rin smiled, "They're all growing up so fast," she thought to herself. Time skip. As they were speaking, Sandeo lied. This wasn't a C rank, this was a A rank. Considering their situations, but by the time Rin called for backup, everything would be long over. So they had to see it through. Her name was Koyoke, not Yuki, as Dodo was in charge and calling all of this, as he wanted the princess back. She came in as they were speaking. "You all should just give up. The strong survive and the weak suffer in this world." And she came in with her long monologue, thinking that it was gonna work. "You're pathetic," said Naruto. Excuse me," she said. "I said you're pathetic. People like you are really pathetic." "Pathetic? Why, you little..." She reached over and grabbed his jacket. "Now who's pathetic, you little bastard?" As Naruto looked her right in the eyes. "You can run pretty well, can't you?" he said. "Aren't you tired of running? You don't understand just how powerful he is. He killed my father, my brother. He killed every ounce of happiness in my heart, and yet I still cannot cry." Naruto grabbed her hands and moved them away. She didn't protest. as she simply looked down. "Please, princess," said Sandio. "You fool these people into taking us back to that godforsaken place," she said bitterly. "You know, happy endings are real," said Naruto. "You just gotta fight for them." As she simply walked away after hearing that, acting like she didn't hear. As they continued on as they got on smaller transport. "Mr. Makino!" the assistant yelled. As the Richter turned, "What is it, boy?" "It's Yuki! She's gone once again!" As the group frowned at that. "Alright, find out and look for her. Radio in once you find her," said Green. As they all move apart. As Naruto head down a position as he saw a few tracks. And they were fresh as he made his way down there. Koyuki saw Naruto as she started to run for her life. "I won't go back," she said as she ran and ran and ran. As she tripped. "Let me go," she said as he tried to help her up. "Still whining," said Naruto. "What would you know? You're just a naive child. You know nothing about the real world." As Naruto picked at his ear. "Quit whining. You're embarrassing yourself." "What? Come on, everyone's waiting." She sighed and folded her arms. As Naruto placed her on his back as they walked. As she was frowning rather angrily. Being carried by an 8-year-old through a dark tunnel didn't exactly make for a dignified position. All she wanted to do was run away from her title, her destiny. But this brat's just persistent, he wouldn't let her. "You're really annoying, you know that, kid," she said. "Well, in this case, it will be rhetorical. Seeing that you obviously find me annoying," said Naruto. "Well, it will be if you find yourself annoying, that is," she said. "Yes, but only to you," he said with a smile. "I suggest that you put me down," she said, in a dangerous tone. "Or what? What exactly will you do? Or where are you gonna go?" "Well, You can't run away. I'll simply catch you. You can't hide. I'll simply find you," said Naruto. "But come on, cheer up, you don't have to worry." "Shut up. You're just a kid. You don't know what you're talking about. It's not like you can promise me anything. You think heroes exist. You think you're just gonna come here and save this country. Well, heroes aren't real. You're wrong." "What was that?" "I said you're wrong. There are heroes in this world, and I'll prove that to you. I may be just a kid, but I pick things up really quickly. Haven't seen much of the world yet, but I know that heroes do exist." "Where did you get the line from? Some stupid book? Some make-up belief? Princess fairy tale book?" "No. My grandfather taught it to me." "Your grandfather?" "Yes. His name is Namikaze, a hero of the Second Shinobi War. He fought in all kinds of battles, risked his life on several occasions to save his teammates and comrades. He's a hero." Hearing that, a small smile came on her face. An actual real smile, not the fake one that she used when she's on camera. A loud whistle then went off. As Naruto turned his head, he saw the tracks melting. "Hey, what's that?" Her eyes went wide. "A train." "What?" "I thought Sandio said there isn't any more trains," said Naruto. As Naruto saw the two bright lights. Oh crap, as he turned and started to run. As the train was gaining on them. "We're done for," she yelled. "No, we aren't," said Naruto. "Are you insane? You can't do this. This is impossible. You're just a kid." "This is not over," he said. "Huh?" Memories flashed through Naruto's head about his baby brother and his sister. "I have people who believe in me, and I can't let them down. I will never let them down," he said as he ran, picking up more speed as he did. As Koyuki's head was blown back, the breeze hitting her with full force. Her eyes went wide as she gripped onto him tightly. This 8-year-old child was outrunning a train that was going at full speed. A strange aura started to surround him as he stepped. The rocks around his feet exploded away. Koyuki's eyes went wide. Just who is this kid? As he rushed through the tunnel end and leaped to the side. The train taking a few seconds to come out. Just to show how fast he was going. She dropped. As Naruto was laughing. As she looked towards him. How was a kid that fast? And what was that strange light she thought? This kid was definitely something special. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want the next parts and do, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on the bell notifications, post about more for now. See you soon. Peace.